Servie? You don't look very impressed. Hey, good morning everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue. Live here in Tampa, Florida. This is Servie Serval, 21-year-old Serval. Hi Chris, hi Ann, hi Jenny. Good morning Missy. Hey Cassie. There's a close-up of our Servie girl. Good morning Joe. Good morning Pat. Hey Deb. Hey lady. She possibly thought I was going to be the one to bring her breakfast. Good morning Bella. Hey Robin. Servie gets a supplement that she has to have on an empty stomach about an hour before she eats. So that has already been given to her, but she will be waiting on Fred to come back with the rest of her diet, which is the most active time of the day that we're going to see her. Hi Linda. Hi Suzanne. Hey Elizabeth. I'm glad I could squeeze in a live today. Yesterday was crazy. Hi Diane. Hi Hannah. Hey Kim. Good morning. Hi Lynn. Thanks for joining, and thank you guys for sharing this and tagging each other. Thank you Misty for sharing. There's Fred. I heard the cart. She's kind of picky though when it comes to eating in front of multiple people, so we'll probably clear out. Or he might have already put her plate in. Now he just has to check on it. Good morning, Edith. Hi, Mary. Yep, I think that's what happened. He just picked up her plate, so she was already done with what she was gonna do. She's just on her walkabout in the morning. These cats would roam hundreds of square miles if they'd been born in the wild, but because they were born and bred in captivity by humans, they can never be set free. So they still have to get their exercise. Right, lady? And so most all of them have a morning routine. They eat breakfast every morning between 8 and 9. And then after that, they typically have areas of their enclosure that they walk, wander, scratch, roll around, bask in the sun, climb their platforms, all of the things. Are you telling me to move along? Sounds about right. I'm shocked you let me hang out this long. Good morning, Sheila. Hi, Carla. Hey Becky, good morning. Just getting started. Hi Jennifer. We've only seen Miss Servie Serval here so far today. Hey Jess. So I fed this morning, which is why I started a little bit later, but I think all the cats have pretty much had their diets now. Here's Servie's sign. Each cat has a sign with their, at least their estimated date of birth and a little snippet of their story, but you can find their full stories on our website, bigcatrescue.org/cat bio. All right, bye Servie Serve. She's our little miracle girl. Last year she had a cancerous mass removed from her nose. Gave us all a big scare. But she's doing really well. So I want to explain what you guys are about to see down here. It does look a bit like a tornado/hurricane went through. We can thank Victor for that, but it's a really good thing. So you're gonna start seeing all of this debris But what's really exciting is to look down this row here. It looks like a disaster right now, but there's daylight. Victor came through and cut down a ton of branches yesterday. And the reason for that is this enclosure over here, which you can see now there's just limbs all over the top. There's gonna be a lot of projects going on here. This is Max Tiger's normal home enclosure, but you guys know that Max is out in our 2.5 acre vacation rotation right now. And he's out there for another week or so, I think. And I mentioned that I thought if it was possible, maybe moving Max Tiger to a different home enclosure might help him with his anxiety. So my original suggestion was out near the barn and out back, so we'd have to slide Amanda over slightly, and it would be Aria, Amanda, and Max Tiger and Outback. And then Jamie's like, well, I just don't feel comfortable taking any additional space away from Amanda. Even if we don't think she uses it, she might use it at night. And I was like, I totally understand. I definitely don't want to uproot anyone or move anyone that it wouldn't benefit. Here's Simba. So then her idea, because I explained, I was like, that cage just, it holds a lot of water. You know, it gets really muddy. Max really only utilizes a certain area. He only sleeps in one spot. I've just thought, I've seen it happen over the years. I've been out here 6 years now, and we've moved cats in the past where their personality just completely changes for the better if we move them to a different enclosure. Well, now he's gonna go all the way to the other end. So anyway, my thought was, since Max is already out and out back on vacation, we just move him across the street. And when that didn't pan out, the next idea was, let's trim the trees so that a lot more daylight gets through. I'm gonna find Simba, I just have to come back this way. And that should help dry up the standing water, make it a little less muddy. Maybe we can try to fundraise again and try to lift the floor of that enclosure. So long story short, what we've decided is probably gonna happen, but you know, you can't set it in stone. Look at this, it's just, can't even get around him at the moment. If we can even get Max to leave vacation. Hi, bud. I'm trying to say hi to you. Yeah. Here's Simba. The thought is Simba seems pretty content in general anywhere he goes. He's very social. He loves all the swimming pools, no matter which one he's ever had access to. So I think we may be putting Mr. Simba across the street in the enclosure that Max Tiger is usually in. So it would be Simba and Kimba in the middle there. And we're gonna try Max on this very long, winding, spread out enclosure that doesn't have the golf cart road all the way around it, the way that his current one does. So what do you think, Sim? I think Simba will utilize that space a lot more. I think he's a lot more chill. So that might be what's happening when we go to move Max home eventually. But again, things change. We're on cat time. We could totally not do that this time around, but maybe some other time. So Simba would move across the street and Max Tiger would come home to this enclosure that Simba is in. So we'll see. I got nervous because I opened my mouth and mentioned that I thought I'd like to move him, and then they were like, well, maybe we can move Kali. And I was like, no, we cannot move Kali. I want Kali back in the enclosure she's in. I waited so long for her to go back in that enclosure. So we'll see. I'm really hoping maybe it'll help make a difference in Max's personality, but we've yet to figure out his personality, so. But he'll only have a roadway on the front half, and I'm excited for him to have these dens like this too. So Max seems to really like that den and vacation that's really big like this and open on both sides. And he doesn't have one of those in his home enclosure. He's got the more like the igloo round ones that are really big. So we'll see. But Simba will still have plenty of real trees. He'll have 3 really big platforms. He'll have the 1 really big swimming pool that we built specially for the Guatemala cats. So I think that's where we landed. I was like, please don't move Kali again. I really, really want her in that big open air section. She's such a big girl. And in her older age, she's starting to get a little more, you know, unable to like maneuver around as well. So I think she'll be staying where she's at. So here's the culprit right here, this big machine. So Victor did an awesome job as far as like opening it up. Like now there's actually sunshine in this area. Hopefully it'll help as far as drying things up when we're in our rainy season, which happens every single year. So all right, so what I want to do, I want to show Kimba, but he's on the other side. I fed him this morning, but I kind of wanted to see where Nikita was. I know every day is so precious with these super elderly cats. Nikita is 20 years old and has pretty severe arthritis. And I know that her main camera is down, so at least want to show her pretty face as much as possible, at least every couple of days. She's in her roof section right now for cleaning. This is your new favorite spot. Hi, honey. Hi. This is a very hard spot for me to actually film you in, though. So she's got an open air section that's got 3 or 4 areas to it, and then way out there where you see that platform is her open air section. But we have to clean out there before she goes out there. Oh, my camera doesn't want to focus on you. It wants to focus on the bars. All of our cages are curved, so that's a bunch of curved walls, and it makes it very hard to film through sometimes. Let's see. No? Something? I can't touch my screen even to focus, so what a mess. What a mess I'm being right now. So she's doing good. She got her breakfast and her medicine this morning. We're always keeping a close eye on her. She's got a wet butt. Love that tail fluff. I can't really get a good angle on her, so. But I know you guys miss seeing her. Oh, now we're sitting up. Oh, that might be more helpful. There we go. Wow. I heard you roaring right before I came to start my live. I'm hoping today that I get a chance to start editing some of the photos I've taken recently. And I'm probably going to take another day this week to walk around and take some photos before August is officially over. Sweet lady. So everybody send your love to Miss Nikita. Wow. So I know people have been also asking about Shiloh, and he's settling in a little bit more. It seems that he's very like pacey and eager first thing in the morning after breakfast, because when I walked up to him this morning to feed him breakfast, he was just laying on top of his den in that back section, like totally content. So that might just be whatever his vacation routine is. Maybe he's getting in shape while on vacation. Let's go around the corner here and see Kimba. thank you to everybody helping out in the comments. I've been trying to pay attention early on when I first started up just to make sure everything's working accurately, and then I just try to come out here and enjoy seeing the cats myself while bringing you guys along. So I don't think people realize just how much I'm sitting behind a computer or a phone all day, every day. So it's just as much fun for me to come out here to take photos or do lives. I gotta get back on Instagram too, but these evening like thunderstorms and then all the stuff with a summer bobcat and all the things have really taken away from that. I'm usually the one doing her noon or 2 p.m. feeding, which is about when I would do Instagram lives. Where are you going, sir? It's Kimba. So now we're way on the other side where I was talking about Simba maybe moving over and being Kimba's neighbor and Max going the other direction. Kimba's on his morning post-breakfast walk. Hi, handsome. You want to come say hi real quick? Then I'll let you be. I got some. Hi, handsome. Let's be nice, okay? Good job. So handsome. I need to get some more photos of him, but he's always just laying on a platform by the time I come out with my camera, so I really got to get out here before breakfast. Looks like Diane gave a donation. Thank you so much for that. One more pass by and then I'll go, I swear. Thank you, sir. I know, telling me about it. Telling me about it. His cage is kind of deceiving as well, considering there's this separator wall here, but he actually has this whole space out here. But fun story, where he's walking right now is kind of the area that he prefers to poop. So, which I'm assuming he does after breakfast. So that's why he's hanging in that section as much as he does. I told you, they all have their routines. So I kind of don't have a plan. I'm just popping around to whatever cat I see out and about or strikes my fancy this morning, because I didn't get to do one yesterday. And Sunday we did do a keeper tour with Jen. I'd been doing those every single weekend, but it was really kind of burning out our helpers, because they come in for cat time and then end up doing a tour, which can be a little nerve-wracking. And it started becoming difficult to get enough keepers to do keeper things, but then also do a tour for me. So I dropped it down to every other, but it's still been pretty difficult to get help, and especially to get new help. It's usually the same like 3, 4, 5 keepers that keep doing them. So I might have to stop doing them for a little while, create a bigger demand so the donations will be higher for them. Hi. Hi, sir. This is Diablo. We've been closed to the public since March of 2020, and we're literally losing hundreds of thousands of dollars each month by not having our guided educational tours. But we've done that out of precaution of COVID, because the cats can get that, and we want to keep the cats totally safe. Thank you, Gail. I'm always able to thank you guys for donations if I see other people do it in the comments. It still is not showing me. Diablo, it looks like you're very hot. It is pretty humid, isn't it? It's pretty humid. Diablo's a Savannah cat. So he is a hybrid. I know, that is quite the look. It's a sleepy, annoyed look, and I'm actually one of the few people on Diablo's "you're okay" list. I don't know if we'll find an Illithia. Oh, there she is. I've been trying to come out more and more to hang out with Illithia because she's developing some mats around her neck. Hi, you barely fit under there. Illithia is an African Serval. Her and Diablo have a special neighborly relationship. What are you doing under there? You're supposed to lay on the coolaroo. Hi, you gonna come out? So she's getting a little mat on her neck, and I would love for her to allow me to use the retractable scratcher in order to groom her and get rid of those mats so that she doesn't ever need to just go to a vet visit for grooming. But so far, we're just still building up that tolerance relationship where she'll even like be okay that my presence is here. And I really want to get her used to that because she has an operant keeper that's coming back as a level 5 intern, and that would be fabulous to give her that project for a year to help keep Illithia all groomed. But so far nothing. I keep bringing her spice bags and sickles, and sometimes she gets a little treat when Diablo gets his meds in the evening. Let's walk this way. I was very excited to see Max and Maryann, very, very playful this morning, chasing each other and wrestling. They'd kind of taken a couple of weeks off when Max was feeling kind of yucky. And he's doing really well, so we'll make our way over. Hi, Desi. For goodness sakes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is Des. He's a much older male African Serval. You just saw Illithia, who is super young. She's under 10, which is super young here. But he only has 3 legs. He was found that way. Somebody abandoned him in the desert in Arizona, and he was found clinging to life. Nobody claimed him, and then he ended up coming here, so. Des. And thank you again to everybody helping educate others in the comments. It's really, really important that people understand what it is they're seeing when they watch one of our lives here. We do so many lives. I think I'm close to 900, if not over that at this point, over the last 3 years as a staff member. And then Carol had been doing a bunch since then. We've got Catterday ones. There's a bunch on dailybigcat.com. What are you watching? If I saw somebody ask who were the lowest, I'm assuming you mean with the least amount of sponsors. It may have changed since the beginning of the month, but there is a list of several of them that have less than 25 individuals that are sponsoring them. And you guys can sponsor the cats, and you can read through all the different levels. Each level has different perks to it. So it's as less as 25 a month all the way up to 5,000, or I'm sorry, not a month, for a full year. A lot of people are sponsoring 1 cat a month. We'll have a new list here as soon as August is almost over. And you can do that at bigcatrescue.biz. And I see a lot of people wanting to know the stories of these cats. your best bet, if you want to join us in these lives and kind of know what it is that we're talking about and what you're seeing, is to go read through their bio pages, which, woohoo, Deb is in the process of updating. Woohoo! That has been bothering me for years. That some of the cats have been here for a decade and their bio page doesn't have a whole lot about them, but that is changing thanks to Deb. So you can find those at bigcatrescue.org/cat bio. So again, this is Des. You can't really tell by the way he's laying, but he's missing his back leg. Only got 3 legs, but it does not slow him down. Does not slow you down. All right, let's go see if Max and Maryann are, I don't know if they got put back together after eating or not. Hopefully they did. They were being super cute this morning. I was sent out to separate them for breakfast and they were playing so hard that I just was like, no thanks, we'll do it at feeding time. They're just having way too much fun. And then I heard another keeper say, we separated them. I'm like, aw, darn. It's been a while since I've seen them playing, so that was really, really refreshing. So, nope, it looks like they're still separated. But Max is up there. Of course, we're on the wrong side to really get a good view of him. Hi, Maxie. Hi, bud. He's probably exhausted. They played so much and now he's got a full belly. Where's Maryann? Maybe she might be more visible. Maybe not. Nope, I might have missed them. I'll have to try to get them tomorrow before or during breakfast. Oh wait, actually I think I see her. So it looks like there's quite a few new people today, so make sure you set your notifications and check in with our Facebook page almost every weekday. Usually it can be anytime between 7:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. and then sporadically during the day if there's something interesting going on. Hi, pretty. This is Maryann Bobcat. She lives here with Max Bobcat, who I just showed you on top of the platform. But they are both spayed and neutered. We do not breed for a life in prison here. If you breed cats in cages or in captivity, you can never set them free. We don't do that here at Big Cat Rescue. But we also separate them at feeding time because big cats are solitary by nature, so they don't enjoy sharing space, competing for food, competing for toys, competing for territory. So we take that stress off of them if they've chosen to enjoy living with another cat. When it comes to feeding, enrichment, and operant conditioning, they are always separated so that they can't harm each other. You guys do look pretty tuckered out because you were really having a blast this morning. I got some of it on a video. Probably put it in the stories for Instagram. This is my favorite. I come out to take photographs of the cats and they'll be laying in a really pretty spot like this, but then you'll see that like there's 3 blades of palmetto directly in front of her face, which will keep it from being a perfect photo. They're also great at looking away from you when you want to take their photo. That's just part of it though, right? Yeah, make sure if you're brand new and that you've never watched one of our lives, that you let us know that in the comments. We have an amazing community here that are on all of our lives. Our moderators will help answer any and every question that you guys might have. We're here to educate, we're here to support the cats. And I love seeing that so many people get new information just from joining my silly walkabouts where we talk to cats. You gonna refuse to look my direction again? Yep. So I was told that Dr. Justin would be coming in today, but I have no idea when. And that will be to give vaccines to Ariel Bobcat. That probably won't be alive because that's just going to be her in a squeeze cage, a couple of vaccines, and then putting her back outside. And then she's going to really hate us for a while. And then the other thing that we should be doing, and I believe they'll have to sedate Nikita. He's our only male rehab bobcat right now. I was gonna see if there was a Hutch. There's a Hutch. Hi, bud. And I have no idea what time that will be, and I don't know if any of these will be lives, but just keep your eye on our Facebook page, because I haven't heard any kind of update on that. We would just be doing x-rays for Nikita to check on his broken toes that he came in with, and just doing one more full exam of him. And then he would be going outside into one of the rehab bobcat enclosures out in our rehab area, so that we can really start seeing him progress into the wild bobcat we already know that he is. Daniel, how long did it take to catch Ariel? Well, poor Afton has been trying for months, and Aaron has been trying for months, and they would have actually gotten her the last time that they tried, because they put a really super long rope on her lockout door where it went around a corner and you couldn't see the person holding the rope, and they would go to put the door down and it got stuck, and just high enough for her to absolutely hear it and get out. And this went on forever and ever and ever. So finally, I guess maybe they really oiled the door, and then they gave it a few weeks of not going anywhere near it, kind of hoping that she would forget about it. And then yesterday morning during feeding, that was the other problem, is they'd been trying to do it too late in the day. And so she would get suspicious, because she'd be like, why am I being fed 2 hours later than everybody else? So Aaron basically gave Jamie the like, hey, I'm gonna try this, and if I catch her, you've got to come in, because then we're gonna put her in a squeeze cage. So yesterday morning at breakfast time, exactly when everyone else around her was being fed, so very similar to what we did with Gilligan, as soon as they dropped food in for her, she went in, and Aaron was able to drop the door. So huge success for her. What are you doing, sweet boy? He's like, I'm being nosy. There's the golf cart. Does it have treats? So if there's gonna be any need for lives during those exams, we'll do that. Otherwise, I'll just keep you guys informed. And as far as summer bobcat goes, she is still not really gaining weight or growing, which is my biggest concern. I'm like, you've been here for 5 weeks now, and you're still the same size you were when you got here. So we've been doing some research about that. She's on, I think she's finally down to one type of medication right now, and she ate some raw meat again the other night, but then got vomity again. So we are just still taking it hour by hour, day by day. She's still very spunky and playful. She is getting so much stronger. Oh my gosh, she fights us so badly when it comes time to give her formula. But she's not drinking enough water on her own to stay hydrated. So unfortunately, we have to syringe feed her, and a lot of times you feel like you're kind of forcing her, but if you don't, then she gets super dehydrated and starts getting yucky. But over the weekend, she also, this might be TMI for some of you, but she finally pooped the best we've ever seen her poop. It's really hilarious because now about 50% of the time that I check my phone when I have a message from Jamie, it is just a picture of Bobcat poop. And it's sort of becoming a running joke. It's like, what is this gonna be? Oh God. So we're still just taking it moment by moment. Jamie and Victor leave in a couple weeks for a trip that they've had planned for a long time, and so we're all just fingers crossed that she's really turned a corner by then. But if not, I will be here for her, but something's got to give. It's a lot of scent marking we're doing this morning, and grass eating. The goal is always to rehab and release. We're never going to give up on that notion. We have seen cats even like Poppy, who was hand raised at a much older age, relying on people and eating canned cat food, and we were still able to rehab and release him into the wild. So our goal, no matter what, is still to release Summer. She's very, very young. We've had other bottle babies that had to be cared for multiple times a day for weeks on end, and they still keep that wild instinct. I mean, I'll reach in to grab Summer and she will swat, and she will, she's making growly noises sometimes. She'll try to run and hide. So she's still got all those instincts, even though it's been 5, 6, 7 times a day that she's getting fed or meds or something like that. There's a very loud frog right here, sir. He's just like, I'm just eating grass. We'll go see someone who's a little less friendly to me, but I love her. Hi, Nala. I think you're gonna be our last kitty, okay? And when Jamie and I handle Summer, we absolutely do not talk to her. We wear, if you saw the feeding video from yesterday on the Nest camera, you see that we wear gloves. We wear a full ghillie suit that has a full mask on it. We don't make eye contact with her. And there's only been 2 of us caring for her, so it's not like she's seeing all 7 of the rehabbers. So this is Nala. Nala's gonna be our last stop. But Summer's definitely gonna be one of our more intensive, definitely getting to be one of our most expensive cats as far as medications, vet checkups, fecal samples, blood work. And she's only been here for a few weeks. It's crazy. Well, if you guys missed anybody along the way, there was lots of storytelling today, lots of hypotheticals for future cat moves, possible vet things going on today. So you guys can rewatch this as soon as I end the live at dailybigcat.com. There's a Q&A with Brittany playlist. It's where you'll find my most recent all the way back to my very first ones ever. You'll find them all at dailybigcat.com. And I always encourage you guys, when I get too busy or the weather's too crummy or I'm not told about something like a cat move, that you guys go on to Daily Big Cat. Make sure you've subscribed there, and then just rewatch an old video. Maybe share it for us or leave some comments. Anything you guys can do like that that's free, that helps us kind of reach more people and bring some of those videos back into people's feeds is awesome, and we really appreciate that. Miss Nala Bean. It's a new spot for you to lay. She's all legs. Aw, Legs. Tomorrow's a very special rescue anniversary day, and tomorrow morning is the last chance for you guys to get any Jinx, our black leopard's paw prints, on eBay. There are 2 prints available, so make sure you get your bids in, and we will be celebrating some rescue anniversaries tomorrow. Right? Yes, it's not yours though, but she's like, that's fine. Let's see if her tail goes crazy. You have a magic tail. You have a magic tail. All right, guys, well, thank you for hanging out with me this morning. And like I said, if you missed any information, just go back and rewatch this. I'm getting twitchy. She always attacks her feet and her tail when I'm over here talking to her too much. I'm over here talking too much. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will see you guys again soon. Say bye, Nala. There we go. All right, take care, everybody.